The case study Shanghai is for the utilization of suburban areas. Shanghai, very similar with Sydney, is a typical eastern coastal city of China. It is also one of the first city steps to the suburbanization in China. According to the administrative division, the suburban areas of China include Pudong, Baoshan, Jiading, Jingpu, Songjiang, Minhang, Jinshan, Fengxian, and Chongming districts. The total area of suburban in Shanghai is over 5,900 square kilometers, accounting for 93% of the city total area. As of 2016, the total population of Shanghai suburbs reached 16 million, about 66% of the total population. The process of suburbanization, Shanghai and Sydney are confronted with many similar problems. For example, the growing population of urban land supplies is limited, traffic jams, and so on. Therefore, the situation in Shanghai is of great reference significance to Sydney. Developing suburban new town. The suburbs take new town as the main carrier to achieve spatial expansion. Economic development is accelerated, and industrial agglomeration is remarkable. Shanghai is not only brings high quality medical, education, cultural, and other public service to facilitate to the suburbs to improve the living qualities of local residents and drive the development of new city. After the completion of such as the new town, the Songjiang new town, the force of development is to take the construction of University City as a breakthrough, strengthen the innovation strengths of science and technology research and development, and become a comprehensive new city and service area along Shanghai-Hangzhou axis. And Jiading New Town, the force of development is to strengthen the suburban land industrial park. The development each suburb of Shanghai has its own industrial parks and has own development directions and characteristics. For example, the Dinjiang mainly develops automobile parts and electronic communication equipment manufacturing industry rely on automobile city. Songjiang relies on export process zones to develop electronic information. Qingpu relies on the Taiwan-based business industrial park and Zhongfa science and technology to city industry. Affordable housing. In recent years, Shanghai has guided population immigrate to the suburbs through the construction of suburban new cities. Suburban residential bases and large cities rely on the new cities and railway transit construction, 15 large-scale residential communities with a certain construction scale, conveyance, transportation, good support facilities, and mixed-use housing were planned. Among them, there are 6 places such as Baoshan Guchun, which mainly focus on affordable housing and low-rent housing, and 9 large residential communities in suburban Newtown, which mainly focus on medium and low-price ordinary commercial housing. Decentralized from CBD. The traditional CBD has no longer accommodates the city's increasingly diverse office demands due to the rising land price and the gradual transfer of industry. Decentralized market is becoming more and more diversified, and the decentralized markets in innovation curve of this paper reviews the development trajectory of different submarkets. The key lessons from above strategy of Shanghai, many of them direct to learn by Sydney to solve the problems in suburban process. The first is constructing the industrial park. Industrial agglomeration in the process of industrial agglomeration, industrial parts of industrial enterprise are formed, and the establishment and development of industrial parks brings new demands for labor force. The second is building affordable housing in suburban area. To encourage the talents to go to the suburban rather than stay in city center, the first thing is to build a local infrastructure in the suburbs. Housing is one of the most fundamental problems. Additionally, suburban housing tend to be much lower than the downtown, at least in Shanghai and Sydney. This is often why people choose to put down roots in the suburbs. The last but not least, strengthen the connection between the city and suburb is very important too. Improving the transportation connection between city and suburbs is very necessary in the process of suburbanization. To sum up, although the suburban utilization in Shanghai is still under exploration and has encountered many problems in its development, it still provides great reference value for Sydney. Thank you for watching.